And it is Scuba Ducky's card. So he starts out and he busts a door down. Oops, sorry, not two doors. And he is fighting a monster, a level 2 gelatinous octahedron, which has a bonus of +1 to run away. Meaning that normally you have to, if you decide to run away, you have to roll the die, and a successful runaway is a 5 or a 6. So because he's slow and you get a bonus of +1, you would even have a successful runaway if you roll the 4. Okay, and he has bad stuff that if you fail to run away, you must drop all of your big items. Okay, and we do have a big item. But let's look now. We are at our Scuba Ducky's at a level 1, and he has a +3, so he's really at a level 4. So he says, I fight the monster, and I am at a level 4. So now, the other player has an opportunity to look at his hands and see if he can play any kind of card to kind of mess with this battle. But he doesn't have anything. But interestingly enough, Camo Ducky does have a Mutilate the Bodies card, which allows him to go up a level, and says this card may only be played after combat, but it does not have to be your combat. So as soon as this combat's over, he can play that and go up to level 2. So nothing gets in the way of Scuba Ducky's battle, so he defeats the monster and goes up to level 2, and he also gets the spoils, and says here 1 treasure. So he takes 1 treasure, and because he fought the monster by himself, he can take the treasure secretly and doesn't have to show anybody. And he gets +2 boots of butt kicking. So he's going to play this in front of himself. He doesn't have to play it in front of himself, but it's a bonus, so why not? You can't. It's harder to lose cards in the hand than it is in front of yourself, but you can't elect to put down new cards in the middle of a battle. So now Camo Ducky takes his second turn. So he starts out again by busting down the door, and it is an Enraged card, which is +5 to the level of a monster. So he just gets to take this and put it into his hand. So now he can, if he wants to, fight he can play from his hand the level 2 large angry chicken. So he wants to go up a level, so he plays this. Oh, also at the end of Scuba Ducky's turn, at the end of the battle, he also, let's just say that he had played this card as well, Mutilate the Bodies, go up a level. Forgot to mention that. So we'll put this in a discard pile over here, and he got to go up from playing that card. Okay, and so now he's battling the level 2 large angry chicken, which gives you 1 treasure. So now the the opponent can try and mess with it, but he has nothing. He just has something to hurt the monster, so he doesn't want to play that. So Camo Ducky goes up a level to level 3 now, and he gets the spoils of the fight, and he did it by himself, so he can put it down, so he gets to do it secretly. So now this is interesting. He gets a +3 bonus of a huge rock, which is 2 hands. It's a big item. So unfortunately, he's already holding an item in his hands, which takes up 1 of his hands, but because he's got this cheat card here, he can play them together, and so therefore it overrides the fact that he has too many items in his hand. And that's the end of Camo Ducky's second turn. So now here is Scuba Ducky's second turn, and he starts out by busting down a door, which is a Shrieking Geek, level 6, and it has a +6 against warriors. So that really, Scuba Ducky is a warrior, so that makes it at a level 12. So let's see. Scuba Ducky has 2, +3, that's 5, +2, that's 7, so he can fight at a level 7. But this monster is fighting at a level 12. But he can play the -5 to monsters, returning it, bringing it down to a level 7, which is a tie. Now normally players lose ties to monsters, but the special ability of the warrior is that he wins or she wins ties. Okay, so now Scuba Ducky could say, oh, okay, I played this card, it's at a level 7, I'm at a level 7, I win. But Camo Ducky has an Enrage, which is +5 level monster, so he can play that, and now the monster's back up to 12. Then, now this is the fun part of the game, Camo Ducky can offer to help Scuba Ducky. If we look at the monster, the monster has two treasures. So Scuba Ducky can say, I will help you defeat this monster if you give me my pick of the 2 treasures that would come from winning it. So Scuba Ducky can agree, or he can elect to discard the warrior card, thus getting rid of the +6 and bringing it just back to a regular 6, which 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7, and he would win. That way, by discarding the warrior card, he would get to keep the 2 cards himself and not have to share with the elf. And that's good because then the elf would have gone up a level, because the elf's special power is to go up for every monster that you help someone else kill, whereas everybody else only goes up if they themselves it's their turn to kill. So now let's see, he goes up, Scuba Ducky goes up, now he's at level 3, and he also got a card that he can play, which makes him go up another level, to level 4. And he got Potion, which gives him some special ability, and he puts this into his hand. So that's pretty much the end of the demo. Now, you can only win the game by going up to level 10, but you can only go up to level 10 by killing a monster or by divine intervention. You can't go up by these kind of cards that just say go up a level.